Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of It's All About Deep. You know, um, first and foremost, let's get the ish out of the way. Please subscribe, like, comment, because I value your comment. And let's engage, man, and just please induct yourself into this content because this is the best channel and this is gonna be the best channel on the board. Trust me. With the music we have here and the music that's coming, you don't want to miss out. Secondly, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's tuned in the past week. You know, you've tuned in from the first video that we did to the second one to the third one. And I just want to appreciate you guys and say thank you very much for the support and everything. I hope you can read it over here. Let me show you. You know, I got this thing and I knew this will be a great message and a great engravement of a message to you guys because you guys mean a lot for me. We sort of like changed up my room, which is my studio, and we got some things. This is from your support. We're trying to build something, and it's turning out well. It's turning out well, bit by bit, day by day. As time progresses, it's gonna evolve into something beautiful than it is right now. So a special thank you to you guys for that, for the support, for the engagement, for everything. Please make sure you subscribe. There's dope content that's coming this way, content that mere words can't explain. I got a comment from someone today as I was reading, as like I saw a huge engagement with today's video, which was the video that I dropped on Tuesday, which was based on Poison. Amazing guy, by the way. So first and foremost, the engagement there, people are asking me to please I love the content. Can you do a reaction on these guys? Explain these guys, and these are top guys. And I told them like, relax. It's coming in all due time, man. Like more content is coming, and I'm grateful for that. People are engaging and they enjoy it, and that's beautiful to watch and witness because we're building something that everyone will enjoy, especially if you're a deep house level, just a music melomaniac, just like me in general, you enjoy, regardless of what. So, um, please, please don't forget subscribe, man. And secondly, thirdly, so first and foremost, this is your boy, the deepest. You can get into a room which is filled with people that are deeper and have a deepness to them in terms of deep house music. But end of the day, there's only one deepest, and I'm the deepest. And I'll take you on a profound musical journey. Trust me on that. So, in today's video, we're going to speak about a gen that's been making headlines from a young age, a gen that's been making his mark, a gen that has his distinct taste, his distinct sound. No one can replicate his sound. This is a gen that's been making marks and doing big things and sharing stage with big individuals and just had a significant impact within the deep house industry from a young age. And the gen that I'm speaking about is none other than Sgvo, aka Sgvo, you know? So, who's Sgvo? So, Sgvo's is I choose, from Bumalange, Malahleni, if I'm not mistaken. And he's been making storms and headlines within the deep house industry from a very, very, very young age. Trust me, like a very, very young age. I think in the reported article, he's been making headlines from 19. But trust me, the dude has been in the industry from like an earlier age than that because it's featured on very distinct musical platforms like Mzansi House Africa. I don't specifically remember the volume, but it was Zanzi House Africa. And from a young age, imagine at a young age, you are featured within Mzansi House Africa. Tell me you are not blessed by the music gods without telling me. Because it just shows you are one of our prophecies within the music industry, within the deep house gods Bible, that you will prophesy, you'll come with something different, a different sound. You know, the term that I like to use for a sound, especially taking it back, is underground sound, underground deep house. Sgvo as a definition, sound is a definition of underground deep house, especially when he came by. What is underground deep house? In my term, as a melomaniac, as you know, underground deep house, it's a deep house genre, or not even a genre. It's a deep house sound that instead of us going higher and higher, we go deeper and deeper. You get what I mean? We go lower and lower, and lower means deeper and deeper and deeper. Like it's underground. It's undescribable. You can't put it in words. Like its sound is different. It's not for the faint-hearted. It has a different perspective to it, and that's the distinctness of Sgvo. I mean, this guy from a young age made his day mark, made his debut, and he's been producing something that's check out. I don't know where you're gonna get it, but Mzansi House Africa, the Sgvo feature within it, the sound you hear there. The sound you hear there, you'll get what I mean. The sound you hear there, it's it's deeper than a normal level, and that's Sgvo for you, deeper than a normal level. You know, I remember specifically, um, another component within Sgvo sound is it evokes a nostalgic feeling. You know, as you know, he made headlines. You know, from a very young age. I think his first track singles that were displayed within the streaming platforms that was released in 2018 was, you know, there's a lot of headlines songs that are included within his package. We got your warehouse, dub edition, your continuous whistle, your I think it was February part of the fingerprint EP, if not the other way around. A lot, and the nostalgic feeling that are in composed within those songs is it's undescribable. Like you guys don't understand. Like the nostalgic feeling that we have within those songs is it's undescribable. For me, let me put an example. I listened, especially today, I listened to Continuous Whistle. I wanted to evoke something, that feeling, because I knew this video was gonna be a special one, as always. So from the nostalgic feeling that I have, you know, from Continuous Whistle, hearing it at a very young age. I was in high school during that time. You know, it's on a high school Friday. It's after school. You're done with school for the week. The weekend's approaching. You're walking home and you're just pumping it in your headphones and earphones, and you're passing nature, or you pass the park, you see kids playing. It's a feeling that I can't that's the best way I could probably describe the nostalgic feeling that I get from Skevo's music, especially looking at the back then tracks that he used to release are released, you know, and the sound that he used to release back then. You know, the nostalgic feeling in simple terms that I could possibly say, you're at a specific age, you go to the park, you know, that's where nature and human life collabs. You have your kids prospering life, enjoying the park and playing with everything which was in the park, and have nature. It's a summer, it's a sunny summer day, you know, the birds are chirping, everything's just peaceful. That's like the sound and system of the nostalgic um system or sound that is evoked for me within SGVO's music, especially Continuous Whistle. When I say you guys, I took a moment and just breathed in and sat down, and I just wondered how far a person has come in life. And just to still feel that. That's just the beauty of music. It evokes feelings that no mere mortal can ever evoke. You can't touch it, but it can touch you. Music is life. As simple as that. So yeah, continuing forward. What are you here for today? Told you we're speaking about SGVO. And the main component that I want to tell you guys about him is a sound. As I keep on emphasizing it, it's distinct. No one can replicate the sound. No one. Any SGVO fan knows this for sure. I remember last year specifically, I think around October when he released his new project and the new sound that he's venturing to. You're gonna see it in the next video. The project is called VO. VO, yeah? Yeah, it's VO. The album VO. And I remember he did a live and he spoke about, there was this Togoza remix. Remember Togoza remix by Sam Deep? He did a Togoza remix and he played it within Sports Scene Radio. And, you know, apparently the song got leaked and people were asking him about that. Then when is he releasing it? And he specifically said that, okay, can't release it because obviously the song is leaked now. But one thing that I took from that, the profound thing that he said is that end of the days, and I quote his word, you guys know my sound. No one can replicate my sound, even if it's leaked or not. You know for sure that this is Sgvo's sound. And if I haven't said anything about it, I'm not quoting that part, like the part that I'm mentioning now, but we know that this is Sgvo's sound. Whether leaked or not, this is Sgvo's sound. That's the distinctness of Sgvo's music. It's so profound. It's unique. He's just unique on his own. He's unique. We have so many artists within the music industry that produce a different sound and venture into different sounds every time. But his sound is so unique. Whether you put him on three step, whether you put him on piano, when you put him anyway, his sound is so unique. He can take over a whole track and a whole collaboration, and it just sounds like Sgvo alone. All right. To show you this and properly describe this, we're going to look at two tracks. One track is from his second album that he released in 2022. His first album was Numbers. Second album that he released in 2022, the Numbers was released in 2020. Second album released in 2022 was titled Ovgs Republic. And the song that we're going to be looking in is That Pursuit. This is the first song eventually that he dropped when he, that thing artists do when they gonna release an album. They release one song and tell you that this is one snippet that I'm gonna give you, which is part of the new project that I'm gonna release. And that's exactly what he did. That Pursuit. Especially after a long ass time since we heard from him during that period, because we mostly heard from him like when Stay True Sound Records released, a compilation, and he's always part of it. It was a pleasure to finally, after years, which was 2 years, receive an album from him. And this album, banger, guys. Banger after banger after banger after banger. Trust me. Trust me on this. So, That Pursuit. Let's have a listen. Oh, for disclosure, I put the track at 1 minute 57 seconds. You can obviously stream the track and whatnot and just compare it with the second track that I'm telling you about and understand what I'm saying. Listen to this God talented kid. Sorry for the delay, guys. Minor malfunction. The laptop, something crashed, and the camera as well. So sorry about that. But as I mentioned, we're listening to That Pursuit by Sgvo. Let's check it out. Let's hear the sound. Okay, I just had to mention this. This is one of the components of SGVO. This is one of his incorporated components that distinct his sound. That that's like backspin, pitch down, reverse, like choo, and then he comes back. Oh, since back then he's been doing this thing until today. He's still doing this thing. The nigga knows how to rock, man. Let's go. Woo, boy. Woo. That Sgvo sound is different, man. That Sgvo sound is different. It's different, man. It's distinct. Let's break it down. As usual, we break it down. We go step by step and go to the foundation. So what you heard right now is the Pursued. Sgvo, part of the album that released in 2022, Ovgsrepubilc. We're here to distinct and speak about mainly the sound of Sgvo. So, what you just heard here, let's look at the beat structure incorporation. Remember when I said Sgvo's sound is different? It's deeper. It goes deeper and deeper. It has a different meaning to it. It's a underground type of house, deep house that's just go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until you get the understanding of it. This is what I mean. Listen to that bass line. Listen to that bass line. Listen to that bass line chord that's do 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 do. It's going up. It's going up. It's flowing. We're on a melody that's traveling to a specific pathway. But the difference here, in comparison to the last video that we did, instead of us going up, we're going down. The melody is taking us to a deeper meaning, a deeper understanding. The way we enter that bridge, that kick, that badam, yo, that just tops it off. Like the way we kick down and enter into the bridge was so profound. The melody, the structure that we traveled on the bridge, listening to the different elements, the different chords, the different chords and elements that are incorporated within the bridge. They're building up to something, but they're building up to something where we're chilled, we're going deeper. Like you could see from the feeling that I had when we ended the bridge and we're done with it. I don't know. I felt like I can rip myself out and just I don't know. That's the deeper meaning of Sgvo's sound. It's different, man. Out of everything we've heard in the deep house space, his sound is different. And the more time progresses and evolves, it gets different and different and different and different every time and more distinct. That's the most important component. It's unique. It just gets deeper and more distinct than anything else, you know? So the way we enter the bridge was traveling on a specific pace, but we were going deeper and deeper. We're taking things into a more perspective of give it a rest, but don't think we're done. We're going. We're going. And the way we came back, it didn't feel like this was the beat structure that we had before the bridge. The beat structure we had after the bridge was different on its own. We came back with a much more deeper fight. We came back with a much more deeper meaning. We're like, yeah, now we're back and we're working and we're going, and we're moving to it. This is Sgvo sound, guys. This is Sgvo sound. Profound, different, distinct, unique. Unique is the key component to it. It is the key sound. It is key word to use in this phrase. His sound is so unique in unimaginable terms. I kid you not. His sound is so unique in unimaginable terms, and we can never distinct it. Remember, there's something that I want to show you about the sound. So as I mentioned, to you guys, Sgvo sound is different. You can take Sgvo and collab with him, and trust me, you as a guy who's collaborating with him and as the main artist within the song, it's like you don't even exist anymore. You just take over. His sound takes over the whole song. I kid you not. The comparison we're gonna have right now is part of Inner Soul's album, and shout out to Inner Soul. We're gonna do a lot of things. You're gonna hear a lot about him in the future. This was part of Volume 7, which was dropped in 2022. Oh. The title of the song is Last Seconds, where he featured Sgvo. This was different. I think this was one of the songs that made headlines because I remember in Tequila Gang, there was a DJ who was playing it. I wish I can pull up the clip and show you guys. There was a DJ who was playing it, and when he was playing it, Enoso was, I think he was gonna play, or was just chilling that day in that restaurant or that scene. He jumped on the deck while the guy was playing, and he just took over on the bridge of it because he knew this is my sound. This is our sound. This is me and Sgvo. This is a track that's making headlines, and he went in. It was so beautiful to see. Like I encourage DJs, like it's always beautiful to see when someone plays a song, instead of them like, hey, you playing my song, sometimes when they're gonna play, they come along and like, let's rock it. Because we're pushing it. We're pushing the music. That's the end of the day. That's the component. End of the day, we're pushing the music. We're going harder and harder. So now, let's compare the song that pursued to Last Seconds, and hear what is Sgvo sound, and you want to understand. Check this out. They are killing it with the bass line. They're killing it. They're killing it. The bass line. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't put it. The bass line. They're killing with the bass line. In every component, you hear that chord. Wham 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 wham. And the bass line incorporates with the chord like doom doom doom. Oh, this is a profound collaboration, guys. You don't understand. This is a profound collaboration. I love seeing this. It excites me to like a high degree because it's like your dream collaboration and it actually happens. But listen to this. Listen to Sgvo's touch. If you guys are hearing this is a Sgvo touch. Listen to this bridge. We're going somewhere. We're building up to something. Just listen. We're going. Ariel. Yo. Hey guys, you don't understand, man. This is music. This is music, man. This is beautiful. This is what we live for. I personally live for this. Like, damn. Sgvo is special, man. Sgvo is fucking special. You guys don't understand. Sgvo is fucking special. Let's break this down. From the start, when the track we play go. We press play. Sorry about that. I'm too excited now. You could just hear the Sgvo effect took in place. From the bass line structure to that melody chord. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you could just feel that this is Sgvo. Like you could taste the underground deep inside it. Like it's different. It's profound. We go deeper and deeper. As I mentioned, that is Sgvo for you. Like you can taste it, like that enriched God-given talent of a profound gent placed onto the earth. We go deeper. Doom, doom, doom. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I don't know if that's a trumpet or horn. I can't distinguish between the sound, but whatever that is, yeah, it's a horn trumpet. It's a horn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So whatever that is, that's a key component to the element. It's been continuous since the beginning of the song till right at the end. but it's been playing a significant role as it compose every component within the track. It's in sync towards a different perspective of understanding the insignificance of it. It continues. Doom, 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 doom. Boom, boom, boom. Like listening to that, guys, listening to that horn alone, it complements every different element that is included within this track. Going into the bridge, we heard the Sgvo style of going to a bridge. We enter a bridge with a kick, ooh, like we heard it perfectly, and the bridge, Inner Soul and Sgvo played here. They're like using the same components that I told you about Sgvo. That in the bridge, we're going deeper and deeper, lower and lower, building up to something. The way it was structured from the first quarter of the beat of the bridge, where we just had the horn element and that melody chord element alone. Doom doom doom, bum bum bum. But you could hear that they're going somewhere. They're going somewhere higher and higher, and they're going to do something that's just different. And then it just came back. Boom, add the snares and just the snares. Yeah, it was the snares. Thinking, I don't know how to properly pronounce the other element of it, but that snares and that oh, oh, they just went in sync, and they traveled and they traveled and they traveled, and you heard the element of Sgvo. He does this reverb thing, which is a component of reverb and reverse, but in this instance, he didn't reverse it in the manner that he usually does in the song that we compared it in, but he reverbed it in a manner that complements that structure. It was like do do do. It went low, it went high, and then it came back, and then we continue rocking. I mean, I can say everything about this guy every day, man, but he is a God given talent, man, and he's making marks. If you're a follower of Sgvo, you should know now, like the genre that he's taking place in. Okay, not even genre, but it's part of the deep house perspective. Jumped onto three step, but his three step is different. As I said, his sound is different. He's unique, but always close up within everything. You know, So shout out to Sgvo, man. You're killing it. You're killing it, man. It's so beautiful to see, especially in your case where you grow up in a specific area, specific record, and now you're doing something and you are doing something on your own, and you're just growing and growing, and you're just messing around now and doing new things. It's beautiful to see that and witness it because you're going far, man. Like we all know you're going far. I'm particularly proud of the mentorship that he has got from George, Goodman George. It's it's beautiful, man. Because trust me, he's gonna groom it into something so profound. There's a video that's gonna come out later in the future talking about Artwork Sound with George and every crew member, man. But I'm gonna cut it here, man. Sgvo, shout out to you. You're doing amazing wonders, brother, and your sound is distinct. Always know that. As you said it yourself, you have a unique sound. No one can incorporate it, no one can copy it and stick to it. Never change on it, brother, because your sound is distinct. It's your true roots. And even if you change the music structure, jumping into three step and all that, you still travel with your sound. And I'm proud of that. And that's, as a fan, as a huge fan, that is beautiful to witness and beautiful to hear. Guys, I'm gonna cut it off over here. It's your boy, the one and only, the deepest, as you know. And please stay deep. Let's go deep. It's all about deep. As I usually say, have a blissful week and just enjoy the time ahead. See you on the next round. Peace.